Hey, Mike Zorns, also known as the Political Otter, coming to you from St. James Cemetery. Great backdrop. So, a couple of things that have happened this week that I haven't had a chance to chat about yet, both related to the new cabinet. And I gotta say, no matter where you stand politically, the choice of this cabinet basically just reinforces what you already feel. It's kind of a nothing burger and no real surprises. The big exception to that is the structure of this cabinet, which to me looks like a return to the good old days. So let's talk a little bit about what we can expect here. What Carney has done is shrunk the size of the core cabinet to 28 ministers. Each are responsible for pretty typical profiles, what we're used to seeing. 13 of those ministers are long-term serving MPs from the Liberal Party, all of whom were cabinet ministers under Justin Trudeau. That represents roughly 40% of the total makeup. The other 60% are all brand new ministers who did not serve in the cabinet under Trudeau. This would be what we would kind of expect when there's a big turnover. We're definitely seeing a lot of change and a lot of new faces, but we're also seeing, some of the people who are really well respected within the party and who genuinely know how to get stuff done in Parliament and through committees and actually get legislation passed, taking on roles to do that. So it's kind of a nothing burger. If you really like Carney, you like this cabinet. If you don't like him, you've got excuses to not like this cabinet. So I call it a wash. What I do like is the structure, though. I think reducing the number of cabinet ministers to 28 creates a very, very focused administration, very clear priorities on what they want to do. And then having the 10 secretary positions basically allows you to build the bench. They're essentially next level support people who can go to the less important events on behalf of the government. They can do a lot of the extra support work that's required for some of the major profiles like defense, trade, transportation, and infrastructure are about to be huge ones. So not only do they help relieve some of the pressure to ensure that the ministers can focus on the most important things, the other big thing that this does is build the bench. Let's face it, doesn't matter, liberal or conservative, pretty much a guarantee in every government that a couple of ministers get caught in a scandal. This has been true since John A. Macdonald and on. And end up being terminated pretty early into their new positions. So having a nice strong bench of people who will be very familiar with the portfolio and can just come up and step into those positions, probably a good thing. There is one exception to all of this. It is a really interesting new pick, and that is the Minister of AI. It went to Evan Solomon, and we'll talk about him tomorrow.